Alright, I slept it on this, right? Yes, I did. December 26th, 9:44 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. It is no longer Christmas. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is a god of prosecution, Wright. A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. Don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. My, sweet baby girl, did you not hear him just talking about the fact he'll do anything to win and he has a 40-year winning streak? Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I guess you're just going to have to do your fucking job yourself, Phoenix. Oh god, you're screwed, Edgeworth. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Not me trying to get ghost support for my job. 'Cause I've needed it every other time. Well, it's time. Let's head in. December 26th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. And there is Manfred von Karma. He is a lot. Like, I think when it comes to actual prosecutorial skills, he kind of leaves a lot to be desired. But he immediately has presence to him, which sometimes later prosecutors are lacking. Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
But nothing of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness.
What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I arrived to a long con gone wrong. Welcome, Captain. Also, I guess I responded, but hey Katie, hey Dill. Although I don't think we're going to arrive to any of the long con elements of this trial day.
I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes.
Describe the incident now.
Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record.
Testify to the court about the arrest. No. But wait, Mr. Von Karma. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You must slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right.
Like, the judge is always susceptible to some influence. Like, he's very, weak by nature. But he really rolls over quickly for Manfred here. No, he's not. The arrest of Edgeworth. Now, before we start reading into this, profiles. Misty Faye, age 46, Mia admires mother and a spirit medium, disappeared after the DL6 incident. Robert Hammond was age 48, the victim in this case, also the defense attorney in the DL6 incident. Grossberg, 64. Von Karma's age 65. Veteran prosecutor who hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career, Edgeworth's mentor. So, he actually started being a prosecutor at a more reasonable age. Like, 25 is still kind of young, but like... Miles is 24 and he's had a prosecutorial career. Obviously in the second game, we meet a Wunderkind, who had started even younger, at ridiculous ages, so... Kind of funny to think that, like, he's got this bullshit 40-year flawless career behind him, but he started off kind of reasonably. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Aw, poor Gumshoe.
I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. No.
Judge, my dude, it's your job. You can tell him to let you do your job. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. You received a call from a man? Yup. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Oh, man. So, like, obviously, I'm not doing it very well. But you can hear even the little sound clip of Von Karma's objection. He even sounds evil.
That woman and the man who called in the report are two different people, obviously.
Different people?
There were two witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. They have summoned the woman who was camping.
The woman who was camping. A lot of hurt.
What happened next, Detective?
This is, of course, Von Karma's major mistake. He decided to call Lotta Hart to testify later. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is, get there quick.
Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I look forward to your next year's salary review.
So much to look forward to these days.
This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue.
Yes, sir. Also, I'm not gonna have forgotten that. I forgot. I think Von Karma's gonna really drive up our objection counter. Because, he doesn't try to let anyone get words in edgewise. Edgeworth-wise, you could say, even. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really.
Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, Detective. Hard, cold, objective facts.
Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Driving up the objection counter, 'cause Von Karma is a prick. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Oh, wrong button. Okay. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors.
Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good.
Continue now.
About the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. As opposed to when someone's shot through the heart non-fatally.
Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved.
Oh, very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. Pistol bullet added to the court record, found in the victim's body, fired from a .22 caliber pistol. That reminds me, so we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. While we're here, I didn't actually look at the overhead map of Gourd Lake. Looks straightforward enough. Look, you can see Larry's little stupid hot dog stand. Oh, why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol.
Detective Gums. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony.
Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What?
Order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, this is the weapon in question. Well, accepted into evidence.
Pistol added to the court record. The murder weapon, .22 caliber, fired 3 times. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand.
Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective,
Yes, sir.
was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol?
Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Very well, I'll explain. Actually, George, you do it. But me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. And the barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints.
So, in short, it's bad for the defense right now?
But order.
Yeah, isn't it, Phoenix? This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Yeah, no shit.
Well, George, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge. Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now. But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. But this court will take a 10-minute recess.
Who's running this court anyway? December 26th, 11:09 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. So, Manfred just ran all over us for about 15 minutes, give or take. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon? And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh, how am I going to convince anyone of that? No faith in your BF, Edgeworth. Yeah. I mean, not that Phoenix gets it together much after this game, really. But especially in this one, you can tell he's very much got that rookie energy of like, when anything doesn't go his way, he immediately flounders. Again, he does that in the other games too. It's just really bad in this one. Say, Maya? Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? No. Sorry, it's no good. Ugh. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Jesus Christ. I don't like this even as an option. This option makes me unhappy. No, I need you here. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? Oh, Phoenix. Being kind of a dick, dude. It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Look, Edgeworth, you weren't on screen. You weren't supposed to be listening in at all. Hey, now, it's okay, Maya. I suck too, Edgeworth. Yeah, that is exactly what happened.
My court is back in session. Oh, Mr. Von Kramer, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lauderhart take the stand? Lauderhart, you are a research student at a university.
Oh, that I am?
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Well, very well. Your testimony, please.
It was Christmas Eve just after midnight, I reckon. Yo, I see we finally got to the Antichrist prosecutor. Hey, Donnie. That we did. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accepted as evidence.
Oh, whoa, this is a surprise. Oh, this looks like
The very moment of the murder.
I mean, it's not the moment of the murder, but it's around the moment of the murder.
Well, order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order, order, order. I will have order. Well, Judge. Oh, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant.
Wait, Your Honor, haven't cross-examined the witness yet? Oh, Judge. He has his moments of competence, but they are few and far between.
A cross-examination.
I do like his tisk-tisk gesture, too.
We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read, guilty. You lose. Or...
Oh, the music's starting to get into it a little bit.
Do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You'll only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? Yes, I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? Probably. I mean, there has to be, right? I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this. We need to commit to the bid. Currently cruising Pinterest for some Dunmer portraits of man. She must eye that people up for sale as Princess Astounding. Oh, that's disappointing. I guess that's the world we now live in. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well. Well, I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
Witness's account. It was Christmas Eve just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. Oh, wait, I need to actually... This is not her telling us. This is when I can actually press. I mean, pretty sure no one buys them, so it's more pathetic than regular sad. I mean, I'm sure there's probably at least one or two people who just don't pay attention and get suckered by it. But either way. Even pathetic, it's still just kind of sad that it is a thing there. But they're not doing well, though. Better than... Well, you know. We don't need to get into it too much. I wonder if Because they had to update some of this stuff when they released this on Switch instead, right? I wonder if they had the double iris going on then. It's always something I kind of noticed when people actually go to that level of detail versus just it being a solid eye color. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Oh man, I really need to have a soundboard with air horns for this moment. Well, not this moment, but around this moment. Huh? Yeah, well, yes.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really?
I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. I will say, well, 1, Manfred von Karma just looks and sounds evil, and 2, is a massive asshole. It is kind of fair half the time how he immediately shuts down Phoenix, because a lot of times Phoenix is just randomly bullshitting. So I was in my car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures using my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Press further. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? The inability to recognize how time works kind of cast out on anything else she said. Hey, Darth. And you would think maybe that'd be the case, but also Gumshoe kind of did something similar earlier, so. I'm reminded of the vampire count, not Manfred von Kirstein. That they lifted that name or anything, though. I mean, they might have used it as an inspiration. I don't know what Manfred's actual name is. I think... Are they even called Von Karma? The Karma thing, I'm pretty sure, is actually always the case. I think that is their name, regardless. Well, it'd be Karuma in the Japanese, but... Gumshoe's pants on head stupid 9 times out of 10. This is well known by now. You know, also true to Earth. In fact, that might be generous to him.
What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
Wait now, I'm the one who says that. Oh, they named him Go? Well, okay, Go's not that bad. I'm thinking more Goro. Goro is the name where I'm like... 1, you should not be a young person with that name. And 2, half the time you're just going to be an evil character with that name. And yes, I do remember Akechi from Persona 5. The effects of karma are fires of hell. Go comes from erai, which means great or excellent. He can't be good if he doesn't have 4 arms. Blank von Blank is just evil Mad Libs. Yeah.
Oh, wait now, I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already.
Count von Count.
Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. I heard this bang come up from the lake. So, you weren't looking at the lake at that time? No. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions. not leisurely chat with the witness.
Eh. Man, I think I accused the others of padding the objection count, and then enrolls Von Karma with, look at my 40-year career here. Daughter is May Karuma, which I don't know, her English name suits her better. You mean her English-German name? Von Karma out here redefining contradictions. Oh, he'll redefine a lot of things. Oh, man. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Her English translated name, then. That's fair. Francisca. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo.
Also, let me do that objection. 67. Man, maybe we are going to hit 100 off of case 4. I mean, obviously, we get extra ones because I'm pressing everything. Although you might need to press everything for these first couple anyways. Your downfall of Von Karma was having Lotta be a witness. Yeah, it turns out Phoenix's true gift is being in cases where half the witnesses are just really bad.
You best look elsewhere for your precious contradiction.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Oh, then there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless contradictions, Mr. Wright. Not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Man, there's minutes of this stream which is just me going to count objections. You have to think about that, really. Look, I think Phoenix is... He's a trusting, nice person. He likes to have... Actually, that's not true. I think there's plenty of goobers later on he meets, and he's like, I immediately don't like to think of you nicely. He's a dumbass, okay? He had to think about it. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. Press further. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scan the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hurt, you...
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
That's what I'm...
Sustained.
Yes, of course. Oh, great. Oh, okay. I do think we need to take a moment there. because assuming I haven't missed any, which I would not be surprised if I've missed one or two. I'd rather not, though. That was, in fact, the 69th objection. So let's all take a moment. Nice. 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 The judge finally grow a spine. It's nice. Makes internal monologue. It's a good thing Capcom has ever included you in Marvel vs. Capcom Karma, otherwise beat you to death for the rest of the time.
Right off. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems we are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
But Your Honor...
You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Uh-huh. Nick, Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Hold it?
Who was that?
It was me.
Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lotta heard. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him. I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough. Judge. Declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes. Yes, of course.
Alright, well, we all had a moment to say nice. Unfortunately, Von Karma is a dick and won't let us have nice things, so he's made the 70th objection. Also, you know, they could let Aya have an objection line. The hold it was fine, I guess. You know, nothing wrong with it, but... I guess we don't ever hear Maya get to say objection, do we? Unless maybe it comes up later. They might save that for actual people who are lawyers. I think it'd be fun if they did, just because she hangs out enough, you know?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court. I must leave.
No. No. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Oh, what's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
No, you're wrong. Wrong.
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hurt just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. Just take a moment. The music's on our side. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Order, 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 order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claim. Judge, sustain my objection.
Now the judge finally grows a spine. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
What?
Miss Motherhart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. My affair. You will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Someone get the judge's usual McDonald's order. He's short-circuiting. Maya.
I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. That last statement. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think they'll actually penalize me here for pressing. I want to say that's not a thing until later games. And I want to say that's not a thing they do very often because, like, it sucks when they do. Well, what about the other man? Damn, maybe not actually. Maybe we're about to be punished.
You cannot expect it to be... You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claim there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it. If you can.
Ah, snap. Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty. Damn. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either. Alright. That is fair. They do kind of warn you there. Objection 71. Although, I wonder if I should count that. Because it's debatable about the pressing everything, how canon that is. But also, then you can always make a couple mistakes and live, so. Okay. Well, fortunately, this is a very easy one to do anyways. Because, I mean, look. Clear as day, right, Lotta? Like. Oh, man. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. Yeah, I'll still count it for now anyways. What? What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Insert Nickelback meme here. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. Lotta has the Byakugan. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yeah, you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? What?
Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart,
What?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course, I said I could and I meant I could.
Oh, then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See, no problem.
You use binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right, it was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from.
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me. Huh? I do see occasionally I'm dropping frames, but this is Phoenix, right? So that's not a big deal. Oh, thank God. We now have to have Von Karma chime in then. So, once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Your camera? Yeah, it's gone automatic.
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained.
Hard, he's not letting her answer any of my questions. God damn you, Von Karma. At least I'm allowed to press things again, which is nice. Get that content. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday, Jeanette, you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. Know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Do you wish to press further about the camera?
Yeah, I think I do. Just give me a moment to add that objection to the counter. 75. We are 3/4 of the way to a cool 100. Ever forward, never back. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is, perhaps, the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow. Maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set to take pictures of a meteor. I wonder if it will... I mean, I still have 8 segments of health, even if it will hurt me again for it. We can press. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Miss Hurt, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Her.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you perjuring my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Now wait a minute.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth.
Grr.
No unnecessary comments, please.
Almost forgot to add that. So that was a line that got added, which is what we have to present on. But when I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him? I did, yeah.
Enough. There is no room for doubt in her testimony.
She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many Von Kermick objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Wasn't there more lines? Oh, I guess what probably happened is probably 1 or 2 of the middle lines both can become this. So because I did it on the 3rd one, it just took the place of the other one too. Okay. Let's see, this faces the lake, takes a picture when the loud noise is detected. So it's either Lotta's camera I need to present here, or it's the Gordy article. Because if we look at the Gordy article... Oh no, it doesn't mention it here, okay. But when we learned about the Gordy article, it mentioned the fact that there was a loud banging sound when Gordy appeared. Yeah, there's no way it needs the lake photo again or any of these, so I think it's just this. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Can't forget Phoenix's objections. Or you said so the camera takes pictures if a loud noise goes off, if you're trying to take pictures of a meteor shower. Yeah, this is one of those things where, I like this trial a lot overall. A lot of this first trial day is kind of fluff and introducing us to Von Karma himself. Say as who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Oof. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, hold on. What exactly was she photographing? Show evidence. Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Gordy article. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this? My newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Gourd Lake.
Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I don't have proof. I have proof. I have your camera. I have it. Proof. Thick fog, no less.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness is trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster?
When a loud noise is detected. Or I need the... I think it's the camera because the camera mentions the noise thing. I know the article mentions it too, but it doesn't mention it here in the summary, so... The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Maybe you could also present the article there. Like maybe multiple pieces of evidence count.
Order. I see. I too thought it was a little stretch.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Oh, you lawyers that smart. So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. You just used several precious minutes of our time to prove. It's nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey.
No, man. Okay.
Oof, okay.
But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. What could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court?
Except she also said she saw something happen, clear as day. Look, when it was physically impossible to do so. They only remember past testimony when it is incredibly relevant to what point they want to make.
You're searching for Gordy from the court. Please revise your testimony.
Ergo, your witness is a lying moron. Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And your case is bullshit. And I'm going to spot it. Also says a lot that Von Karma has 2 witnesses. And this is the one he chose to go with. Lotta's new testimony. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. I don't know why I wanted to mispronounce it like that. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. Well, that's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight at and out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Something tells me Von Karma's reputation as a prosecutor is all down to intimidation and not intelligence. Oh, we've also basically been told he probably cheats too. And will do like illegal practices like forging evidence to get what he wants.
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something. I know it. She lied under oath. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Oh, that would be a first.
Ha. Very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor. It's a good thing this judge is easygoing, usually lying under oath. Yeah. I mean, perjury, while a crime, it's not like as bad as, like, you know, a murder, which will get you the death sentence, but it is still a big deal and would cause you issues. Like, realistically, almost everyone in these games would spend some time in jail because of it. Or would have to at least pay fines. It might just be pay fines. I'm not sure what the full ramifications for perjury in the Japanese legal system is. Lada's new testimony. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. Oh man. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a manner of anything. I'm an investigative photographer. Every time I do this. An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. That's when I had sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. I don't think Southern people actually... Do they just say like UFO? Instead of UFO? Maybe they do.
In Japanese, that's actually how they will say it. They'll just go UFO. No. I didn't think so. I thought that was just a cheeky way of them trying to include the Japanese way of how they do it.
Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster.
Is Gordy really all that newsworthy?
Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV.
I'm not sure that appearing on the local news as a rumor of the month segment qualifies. If Von Karma knew Lotta was committing perjury, he would be facing disbarment. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe.
Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real.
Oh my god. I mean, it's not dubbed, but I can't believe this localization has for real. Maji desu? Maji? Oh man. For real comes up so often in English translated stuff nowadays. I blame Persona 5, although plenty of other things have it too, but that was what really made me notice it. It's either disciplinary action, disbarment, or both.
Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we?
Yes, Your Honor. I do think, because a lot of times, the prosecutors in these games will put witnesses who they're pretty sure are lying or talking around the truth. They are usually pretty good about having plausible deniability. Although I'm also pretty sure like half the time they're called out for it and they don't get punished because, again, as you said earlier, they're an easygoing judge.
That's why I was camping out by the lake.
That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera?
Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets up, bang.
It snaps a shot.
Yeah.
So, how many pictures has it taken so far?
The only time the camera triggered was that night.
This just keeps going to work and hoping to get cases involving pets. Keeps getting high-profile cases. I really like that's a pretty good idea, Gareth. I like the idea that this judge just wants nice, easy things, and he just gets stuck with these.
But that's all I was hiding.
I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake.
Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake could be swarming with competitors.
Competitors?
Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop.
Ah. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth?
Well, actually.
Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. You know, I would say, like, half the time their objections give them away. But also, if they let Phoenix keep going, he would probably get to it anyway, so.
When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. At that lake.
Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected.
Also, this is another way you can tell this is localized from Japan to English here, because they say it's set in the US, but if she was actually a country girl from the US, She would know what a gunshot sounded like. I'm joking. Kind of. It depends. There's a lot of country. A lot of them would, though. That's just statistically likely. Not a joke, facts.
It was a lot sharper sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time.
There wasn't much else to look at?
Yep.
I don't know. She heard a bang. And she thought Gordy was out there.
I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot.
Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time?
Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so. Nope. Lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore neither.
Better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. Won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Okay, so the trick here... I had the bank look right straight out at that lake. So what else I got? So I just watched. Okay, it's probably this, right? Because, I mean, the obvious joke here... Well, not joke. I mean, kind of a joke. The lie here is that, of course, she wasn't looking at the boat. She's there for something specific. She was doing that. This has got to be the Gordy article again, I think. So many objections on this first day. Just to establish that Lotta Hurt is an awful, awful witness. Miss Hurt, were you really looking at that boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there, and a normal person would be looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy. That's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Nah.
Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well...
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
But Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now.
Going for that perjury high score. Judge is just like, oh, look.
This,
Oh, look, the Daily Double.
this is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, you can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right. Oh, that's why I took this photo in.
Witness. That's enough.
Oh. Von Kerma objected. But why? What could be the problem?
You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what?
What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second.
She even had a photograph to prove it.
But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who.
She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Kerma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Kerma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement, wait and see what happens. We gotta have her do the thing. Make her show the enlargement. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it to court in the first place.
Also, Von Karma just also lied in court, so this is fine though. There again, proof he knew she was lying. God, been too many arguments with people who constantly try to trip me up by interrupting me mid-sentence over my lifetime, so this is beyond frustrating. Oh, I'm sorry, this is kind of like getting on you with that. It's also one of those funny things too where like they interrupt Phoenix who's trying to do the good thing there, but also sometimes he's also doing that to the witnesses, but it's because he's trying to get to the truth. You want to? Yeah, I've read that one.
Yo, fool.
The trial should be declared a mistrial. See, he doesn't just trade on intimidation; he's got evidence tampering and blackmail too.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Von Karma should be facing a hearing for possible disbarment. Yeah, that'd be too easy, I guess. Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. Also, my God, he objects so much.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Lake photo added to the court record, taken automatically on 12/25 at 12:15 a.m. There was an adage along the lines of arguing with an idiot is like playing chess with a pigeon. It will knock over all the pieces, shit on the board, and strut away like it won. Donnie, why you got caught by winning strategy like that? Oh. Strange game. The only winning move is not to play. But no, I didn't get that right. I haven't watched that in ages.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination.
Obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Chaos Demons Zangor only challenge. I probably butchered that. Zonga? I don't know. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness.
Decisively a liar.
What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo. Somewhere. This is bad. Feel bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement. Show other evidence. Wait and see. It's actually a combination of these things, but I think we need to do this one first. Object to the enlargement. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange. Sorry, every time I hear like the music come back in on that, it gets me. There is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
Well, what might that be?
Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. So, I can't go to the court record here, but the strange thing is actually this right here. I actually think, Donnie, you might have showed up after this came up in the testimony, so you wouldn't know. Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence.
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. The murder weapon, .22 caliber, fired 3 times, bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Misheard. Larry. Oh god, let's not bring Larry into this. The victim himself. I believe there is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. You won't have a choice about Larry, if I recall correctly. Yeah, there's no way they have Larry not show up on the witness stand at some point. Damn, mirror universe.
Order, order. So, you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
That seems to be the only remaining option.
Oh my god, Von Karma. He will just never stop.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet and a little change. Look, maybe he had really long arms. Sorry, I know that's a really bad not joke, but it just amuses me the idea of someone having like just a really long arm for that.
There is no way it could have been suicide.
He ate the gum fruit, obviously. He ate the gum fruit to use the gun. Peter, but this is supposed to be set in America.
Order, order.
That is kind of true. They could have set a yard there instead. And I don't think the loss of a few inches would have made a difference, but...
Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Autopsy report updated in the court record. Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th. Shot from approximately 1 meter away. Oh man. We must be almost done, right? Damn, the almost Christmas line is actually... Oh, whatever. He took gum pistol very literally.
I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion.
The darkest repurpose of a selfie stick. I assume that was autocorrect that made that into selfish.
Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, okay, I had a feeling.
However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for the trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
December 26, 1:15 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. That was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent of Wright. Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Aww. Tell her to watch what she says in court. We all agree that Lotta is a cloud-chasing sicko, at least. Yeah. Unfortunately, she... Yeah. That's all. The important thing to note, too, is Lotta did all of this. Darth actually brought this up in the chat, one of the other cases. And it comes up in the later game, too. You get the death sentence if you're convicted of murder. Or at least that's on the table. So she was literally imperiling Edgeworth's life. Just because she wanted to be a witness to a murder. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I like how Edgeworth cannot bring himself to say thanks. It's kind of cute. Kind of dumb too, but you know. He's very tsum. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Lotta's deposition added to the court record. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight on 12/25. To be continued. Oh man, okay. Man, I really thought I could do that for Manfred, but I just cannot sustain that. Fortunately, he's not going to come up. 72 hours till death sentence is still slightly better than Judge Dredd. True. Okay. I think I'm going to take a break here, but I think I'm going to roll into the second day of investigation, which I don't think I'll be able to finish, but maybe. I don't know how much it's going to be this day or not. But we'll at least spend some time on it. Even if strictly following Japanese law, then yes. Well, definitely I know that you can, it comes up later that you can get the death sentence for being convicted of murder. But yeah, I'm going to take a break. I gotta get myself something else to drink because I went through all my tea during that because I made a mistake with Von Karma. But yeah, be back in a little bit. Oh, I'm back. They rarely get the death sentence for a single act of murder. It's usually multiple cases of homicide, excluding the rare instance that a singular murder was committed that also involved the victim being tortured or kidnapped for ransom. Alright. That's good to know. I'm trying to think if that is the case. Is that... I think it is the one that does end up getting killed. I want to say that was someone who had committed multiple murders, but it's been a while. Um, and sorry to hear that your cat did that. Um, but yeah, I guess it's right that it's good that you are on antibiotics. I hope you're doing all right with that, Donnie. Like, clearly you were able to do a game yesterday, so you're not doing too bad at least, but. All right, save the air. Let's go then. Okay. December 26th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Maya.
Hey, Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief.
Hey. Why'd you do that anyway?
I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry.
Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay?
Okay.
I didn't get mad at him and he was remorseful about it. Well, that's good at least. Well, we can talk to Maya a bit at least. Questioning. Have you been questioned yet?
No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning.
Oof.
Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay?
Huh? How much?
I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something?
Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Yeah. Any luck with Mia?
None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training.
She sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area.
I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again.
He can't bathe his back properly due to his weight, and I tried using a special grooming brush on him for the first time, and he did not like that. Ah, okay. Yeah, I could imagine with that, depending on the kind of brush it is sometimes, especially when it's the first time too. We could present stuff to her, but I don't think there's that much of... Ooh, you have anything new for our attorney's badge?
It must be nice, Nick. You can just show that to anyone and say, I'm a lawyer. But spirit mediums, well,
Oh, I don't know. With your clothes, I bet at least some people would recognize you.
But these are medium in training clothes. I wonder if I'll ever be a proper medium.
Then he just clammed down like an alligator. Ah. A cat gator. That'd be horrifying. Man. You have anything to say about Law's deposition?
Sorry, I'm fresh out of ideas.
He's a weirdo. Well, that's the thing about when you have a pet. They have their eccentricities, but that's part of why you love them, you know? It's what makes them their own thing. Like people. Lost camera. No, fresh out of ideas.
Isn't that the enlarged photo Lotta was talking about?
Uh-huh.
Huh. It's nice and big, but you can't really see the faces any clearer, can you? My mother.
Now that I've shown her the picture, I'm not so sure it was the right thing to do. No, I'm pretty sure it was the wrong thing to do. Look, Phoenix, I want the content. Don't you guilt me, you asshole. Go to your article.
I want to see Gordy too.
If he really exists.
Well, I'd say a photograph is pretty good proof. Once his trial is over, let's get some fishing poles and go down to the lake.
Even if there is a monster in that lake, fishing pole sounds like a bad idea. Any-
So the markings on this bullet and the barrel of the pistol matched?
Hey, I'm surprised you remembered that.
How could I forget after Von Kermer rubbed it in so much? So, which one of these are the ballistic markings?
I'm not really sure.
Mr. Edgeworth prints are on this pistol, aren't they?
Yes, prints from his right hand, but they must have gone on there at some time other than the shooting.
What? Really?
The shooter used his left hand after all. Yeah, you did mention the shriek coughing. It is a shame. Because, like, obviously, the vet... Like, the vet's nothing like when you actually have to go to the doctor for a person. Even with insurance. But it's still never something you really want to do. Even the basic maintenance will still run you a few hundred. Well, that's not true, actually. If you're really lucky and it's just like a basic checkup where they just need to do like a simple thing, you can get out there pretty cheap, but... Yeah, x-rays and endoscopy. At least I don't think that was super bad for an x-ray. Depending on how specific they need to be with them, those can really run you through. Talk, move, examine. We've been here. I don't even know where to go. I don't think we have anything to talk to Grossberg about. Let's go and talk to Gumshoe. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Oh, I don't know what your name is. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol? Nobody wouldn't help them build the case against Edgeworth. Okay. Then he's probably here at the Gourd Lake entrance. December 26th, Gourd Lake Park, entrance. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today? Oh, apparently he's not here. Go to Gourd Lake Public Beach. December 26th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Kiance. Alright. Gourd Lake Woods, boat rental shop. I just wonder what half these cops do, considering most of the work is done by attorneys. It raises a good question. I mean, we did see Gumshoe manage to save us from, like, 4 mafia-esque goons. So at least they can provide some measure of defense. We'll go to Gourd Lake Woods first. Thought I might be around here. December 26th, Gourd Lake Woods. Oh, Gumshoe's here. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today, Itter. Yes? What about the trial? Well, I was going to say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Though you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks? Tomorrow's trial. Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Kerma is planning for tomorrow? It sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh, right. He said something about that in the trial today.
There were two witnesses.
Was that really necessary, Phoenix? I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident. Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. Okay, Maya Fey. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had the report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff, I'll be honest with you, pal, I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. Oh, thank God. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He is grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay? That's kind of nice of Edgeworth to do that. Admittedly, she committed the crime to be held in contempt of court to save him, so it's only fair, but you know. Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Oh, Phoenix. I don't think we have anything else to examine here, do we? That's all gotta be stuff we already did. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. Takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. Yeah, that's all stuff we've done. Although maybe... Camera have anything new? Lotta's camera is staring out at the lake, as usual. Even a novice like me can tell that camera must cost a pretty penny. I hope she doesn't leave it out here to get stolen. Okay, I think this is it. We'll go back to public beach. Alright, boat rental shop. December 26th, boat rental shop. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today, too. Okay, not actually. A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because of the murder. There are some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently, the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's a space for one more boat at the dock. Okay, we must need the... We'll go to the Court Lake entrance. Do I have to already talk to Gumshoe here? No? Do I need to talk to Grossberg? December 26th, Wright & Company Law Offices. Sure is quiet here with nobody around. Right. I have to get Maya out of that detention cell soon. Oh, okay. They want me to get Maya. Okay. December 26th, Detention Center. Visitor's room.
Hey, Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go.
Free at last, eh?
Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it?
Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they?
Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail.
Thank Edgeworth.
Huh?
He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did.
Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We've got to win this case, Nick.
Aw. Happy peppy music. What's due? What do you think we should do next?
We're kind of lacking in the clues department. We could go to the park and look for Gordy. I was kidding.
Still, if there are any clues out there, Park's as good a bet as any. What do you say? Shall we head down there?
Sure.
Any ideas? Have you noticed anything lately?
You know, I did notice one thing while I was here in detention. It's really pretty comfortable here. It's warm, and they keep it very clean.
Meant, have you noticed anything about the case?
Well, not much more than that, no.
She's probably still upset about Mia. I should leave her alone. Alright, well, back to Gourd Lake entrance. December 26th, Gourd Lake Park entrance.
There aren't many cops around today, are there?
They're probably back at the precinct, working up the case against Edgeworth.
Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Lotta. Y'all really did it today.
Well, what do we do now?
Nah, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking. A little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind.
Lotta.
So you see, I want to make it up to y'all.
Make it up? Actually, we can present some things actually first. Law's deposition.
Yep, I'd have to say I know exactly squat about that.
It's painfully easy to know when something doesn't catch Lotta's interest. Okay.
I'm thinking I should up the sensitivity of my camera mic. Y'all just be sure y'all don't sneeze or nothing when you're in my part of the woods.
Right.
I'm glad I did that enlargement.
No kidding. If we didn't have that, Edgeworth would be in prison now. Or worse.
There's never a lack of drama when you're on a case, is there, Nick?
What, are you always on the verge of horrible failure like this?
Careful or the stress will send you down to the grave.
Thanks for the cheerful message of support. Lala's theme is just ugh. It's fine, but it just doesn't jive with her foolishness. Traffic duty. True. Yeah. I could see that though. It's one of those things where, like, she just has that, like, slight sociopathic bent where she just clearly doesn't get the stakes and what she's endangering with what she's doing. And it's sadly kind of consistent because in the second game something similar happens. What was asking about Gordy?
You know, I was wondering. Yeah? What if you get a picture of Gordy, and it turns out like this enlargement did? Y'all crazy? Blur a picture like this doesn't make a hit story. I need a picture that screams, I am Gordy, hear me roar. I can't turn something like this into the paper. What kind of a fool do y'all think I am? The kind of fool that would turn a blurry picture in as evidence in a murder trial? Wow. I was defending Lada, and then I did that. Not to mention claiming she saw something she didn't see. God damn it, Lada. Okay, I don't think she had anything to say about the rest of it, really. Talk. Today's trial. What did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I've been a witness. Even though I didn't really see anything, I kinda convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine next time I witness a murder.
Spoilers, she won't be.
Right. You mean the first time you witness a murder? True, Phoenix, yes, that's right. Although... No, I guess witness must mean you've actually seen it. I mean, she heard it, so in a sense she kind of heard the murder happen, but that's all. Gordy. What about Gordy? Right. Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. Alright, Lada, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too. Finish your spirit medium training first. Lada, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? Well, that Von Colonel didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey, I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated. I feel like I dropped a syllable there, but I didn't actually hear myself. I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. I mean, it's not that you're unsophisticated, it's that you're kind of morally bankrupt in this moment, Lada. Let me tell you, most Southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We gonna deal or not? What do we do, Nick? Deal? We don't even know what she wants. Oh, we don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa. Gordy? But Gordy doesn't... I mean, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, y'all come to me first. Got it? Okay. Right, see y'all later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean... Gordy, I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it?
Okay, and how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? Alright, let's go to the public beach. Aha! Something has changed. December 26th, Cord Lake Public Beach. What's that?
The Steel Samurai, Nick.
Yo, Maya! Harry, what the heck is that? Oh, it was my girl Beyonce's idea. She was all, if you like put this here, it would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner.
Wow, that's really impressive she could find those for you.
Well, she knows a lot of people. And that show is finished now, so she got them for free. Right. Doesn't that Steel Samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising?
Something about this Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me.
Huh, really? Looks pretty well made to me.
Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff.
These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. Ugh, Larry's unenthused faces. That's the guy that's selling my dogs faster than I can cook them.
Do you think Cordy really exists?
Nah, I think somebody probably saw something else that they just thought was Gordy. But I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out. Totally officially licensed. I mean, I can't even really blame Larry for the hustle here. Like, when you gotta sell something like this, you gotta use what you can. Sorry, Nick, I don't know much about that. I am a mere seller of hot dogs. Oh, sorry. I don't know if he has anything else to tell us then. Okay. Larry does have a couple things to tell us for this trial, but that might not be ready yet. I don't know. Yo, Nick. What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court. Alright. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though.
Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy.
Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school.
No? Really?
Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly.
Transferred?
Right, when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. The big samurai. Hey, Larry. When did you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy. I've had that for about a month, yeah? It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Huh? Oh, Brett. The compressor was busted.
Compressor?
Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. Oh, that's what I use to put air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs.
Oh, and here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself.
Oh, I need to examine. Okay.
What's this machine?
Oh, that's a compressor. I use it to fill up that balloon there with air.
Huh, neat.
Just got it repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was. Alright. Trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. Do you have anything else to talk to me about? No? Okay. That might be it for Larry for now, then. Gourd Lake Woods. December 26th, Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, y'all. Well, y'all find anything out about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at night time. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, whoa. No, you don't. No sneezing. Achoo. I told y'all, no sneezing. See, I said the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. You're triggering one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry is nice, but what about my film? Nick, hey the lady. Maya, with what money? Oh, what's this from Dill? Maple leaf, click, protein sandwich. What is that? Oh, it's luncheon meat. Okay. Hey, at least it's using a different enough name. Ah, it's I there. Okay. Also, let's move this down. Okay. And that is, I didn't think I actually look at that. It's weird for me saying the camera use click as a sound effect instead of click because of the. Oh, okay. No, honestly, obviously we don't, or at least I've never seen that. I don't think it's down here at all, but I can see that actually because it is weird because it does just do click more phonetically like that, even though it could just be regular clicks. I'm gonna assume they do that more just to save space. Really, it's a weird choice. Yeah. Well, I kind of figured it was a Canadian brand with some of the other stuff on it. But sometimes some minor things can go across border. But I guess it's pretty rare. What happened? I learned something today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh? Whoa, didn't you say you had information about the case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. What are you going to do if Gordy doesn't exist? Well, I'll quit being an investigative photographer. What? After all, I only have one photo in my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. A UFO. A UFO? Anyway, if I can't get a career making photos this time round, then that's it. I'll quit and go back to school. Huh, so you really are a university student? Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit. Right. Because stuff us tend to cross where you don't get the good cheesies. You know what? I could believe that. Meanwhile, down here we're very different. Okay, well. Wait, why does this say? Okay, I guess that's just because when we have stuff for her, it will change. Okay. Anything at the boat rental shop now? December 26th, boat rental shop. It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all, we're probably just taking a vacation till it blows over. I get it. I don't think there's anything new here. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. There are some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently, police took away the actual boat. Yeah, I've read that too. Options. Oh. Okay, well, let us go to the entrance. We can check in with Gumshoe, maybe? December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's going to hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again? What do you mean again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. What do you have to say about some of this stuff? See, that woman really took us for a ride, didn't she? Claiming she was a witness to a murder and all. Still, if it weren't for her photograph, Mr. Edgeworth wouldn't have made it today. Oh, really? You were at the trial, weren't you, Detective? Robert Hammond. He was the defense attorney in the DL6 incident trial. He's the one who got the sole suspect off the hook. I wonder what Mr. Edgeworth thinks of him. Not much, I'd wager. I don't care who you are. No one can tell me that that's Mr. Edgeworth. I mean, come on. It doesn't look like him at all. But Edgeworth has admitted he was on the boat. Then he's the one being shot then. He seemed fine in court today. Details, pal, details. Whose side are you on, anyway? All I'm saying is we have to respect the evidence. I'll let you know anything to say about this, sir. Sorry to disappoint you, pal. I'm drawing a blank. I think it's a little early for you to be proudly waving that thing around. You can be proud of yourself when you get Mr. Edgeworth declared innocent, pal. He's not anything to say about that, or that. Yep, it was fired from the murder weapon, without a doubt. From a meter away. So it would have to have been from someone else on the boat. What do you make of this, Detective Gumshoe? Heh, making something of things is your job. Right. Why do lawyers have to do detectives' work for them? Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should tell me why Mr. Edgeworth's prints were on the weapon, pal. Huh? How should I know? Now, she heard 2 gunshots, right? But wait, look at the court record. According to this, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. What? How is that possible? Where was the 3rd shot fired? I wonder. Maybe it was a practice shot or something. Okay, talk. The investigation. How is the investigation proceeding? It's not, really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident. And the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow, too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Gordy. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down in Gourd Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your mind? Eek. You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lana.
Nick, try telling him sooner next time.
Sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at ya. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy.
Huh?
I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence.
Oh, right.
Oh, heck yeah. I hope you all ready.
Really?
You can take whichever one you like.
Secret weapons.
Okay, give us the goods.
Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile.
Missile?
He's a canine police dog, still in training. Missile, here boy. Hell yeah. Meet the good boy Missile. Oof. I mean, he had a bark sound effect, you heard it. Oof. Here he is.
Hey, he's cute.
So I haven't actually played... What's the first game called? Ghost Trick? Oh, the main creator of this game. His first game. But... a Missile is... Is it just a stand-in for his dog? I think that might actually be his dog's name. The Missile knows where it is at all times. So yeah, that's kind of cute. He just, liked his dog, so he put it in his games. That's a nice touch.
Look, Nick, cute dog.
A cute dog. And this will help us how? Woof. Missile is a very good boy. Ghost Trick is a very good game. I've only heard good things about it. I've just never got around to it. I should, considering they made it so you can do it now. Next, secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah. How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one is the last one. No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe, looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with the metal detector? Hey, you never know. It might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be?
I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect.
I can't make up my mind either. It's a totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Now, I'm pretty sure the only one of these that actually does something useful is the metal detector. But hell yeah, we're gonna take the good boy with us. Can we borrow Missile? Sure thing, pal. Be good to him.
He's so cute.
Oh boy. Canine Unit Missile borrowed from Detective Gumshoe. A canine unit in training. Very cute with shiny eyes. Hell yeah. I'm gonna present Missile to everyone. Missile is a big star in criminal affairs.
Why is he named Missile?
Huh. Now that you mention it, I'm not sure. But I hear he's aptly named for what it's worth.
Ah, fresh air. I gotta say, freedom feels great.
Behave yourself in the courtroom tomorrow, okay?
Hee. Misbehaving's much more fun.
It's not going to be so much fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again.
Right, I'll behave.
Oh dear. Okay, we don't need to do that again. Maya.
Don't waste time showing me things. We have to get cracking on this case. You know the enemy has more tricks up his sleeve. He's bringing in another witness.
Lame. I wanted them to just have, like, Maya, like, petting the good boy. Okay, that's fine. It's not gonna be anything in the detention center, right? December 26th, detention center, visitor's room. Looks like Edgeworth is in questioning.
Let's come back later.
Guess so. Damn, we can't show Edgeworth the dog either. Can we show Grossberg missile? December 26th, Grossberg Law Offices. Apparently, Mr. Grossberg is on vacation today. Well, I guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything. Oh, this game won't let me have anything. Okay, go to the public beach.
Hey, Nick.
Hmm?
Missile's been acting strangely.
Missile? Oh, right. That little creature of the detectives.
Does Phoenix not like dogs?
What is wrong with you, Phoenix? But no. Hey, hello, little doggies. Good boy. Good boy. Oh no.
What's wrong, Missile?
Oh no, he's going wild.
Eek! Missile! Missile!
Whoa, stop that thing. Cannibal is eating my samurai dogs. Oh my god. Did Missile just ruin Larry's livelihood? He really truly is a good boy. My samurai dogs.
Wow, he ate every single one.
You guys might want to take Missile to a vet. Well, it'll take care of itself. I do not look forward to whoever has to take him for walks and clean up, though. I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry. Sorry don't pay my bills, Nick. Ah ha ha. It's going to have to this time.
Hey, Larry, look, it's Missile. Isn't he cute?
Keep that mud away from me. What am I going to tell the big boss?
There's a big boss in charge of your hot dog stand? Nick, maybe the stand is a front for the mafia money laundering scheme.
Maya, I think you should probably try to look a little sorry about what happened.
Oh, right.
My poor dogs. Alright. Hell yeah, Lotta. Do you want to see a good dog?
Hey, Lotta. Oh, cute. He yours? He's a canine police dog. His name's Missile. Huh. Canines are the ones they use to sniff for things, right? I wonder what good it smells like. I hadn't thought about that.
Alright. Well, Missile has ruined Larry's chance to have things. Oh, maybe boat rental shop? No, okay. However, I think we have now done everything we can with Missile, so... Sadly, Gumshoe told us we can borrow one thing, so I think we need to trade it out. Secret weapons. Detective Gumshoe, can we borrow one of the other things?
Yeah, sure, pal. But I have to take back the last one I lent you, department policy. Well, take your pick. Which will it be?
What can you even do with the fishing pole? Can we borrow that flimsy-looking fishing pole?
Sure thing, pal. Oh, if it breaks, be sure to dispose of it properly, okay?
Right. Fishing pole borrowed from Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe's personal fishing pole, sadly flimsy and of dubious utility. Like the detective himself, am I right? No. It's funny, one day I woke up and I wanted a fishing pole. Do you like fishing? I've never gone. I just wanted one so bad I went out and bought it. I've never used it, actually. Must have been one of those midlife crisis things. Okay. Well, we'll go Gourd Lake entrance. You know, you can't catch many fish in this lake. Not after small fry. I'm after the biggest fry of them all. Gordy. You really going to try to fish out a monster? To save Edgeworth, yes. It brings a tear to my eye in more ways than one. Alright, to the woods. Oh, interesting, okay. December 26th, Gourd Lake Woods. Okay, Nick, this looks like a good spot. A good spot for what? Time to do some fishing. She's serious. What are you going to use for bait? Oh. Yeah. Oh. I figured something like this would happen. Should have brought Missile along with us too. At least then we'd have bait. Even as a joke. Oh man. This is one of my least favorite things Phoenix says. What the hell, Phoenix? Nick. How could you? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Some jokes are better left untold. We could use Phoenix as bait. Yeah, exactly. She hit me. Okay, watch this, Nick. Just try not to reel in any empty cans or boots, okay? I don't know what this is about reeling in empty cans or boots. Like, I guess it must be something where, like, it's just enough trash and pollution in their water sources, people when they're fishing. And yeah, it kind of shocked me for a second to see this just side view of Maya here. Here we go. Ack, my leg. So she caught, okay, she must have caught herself when she was doing it, but... Hey, what are you doing? Sorry, Lotta. Don't tell me y'all are on some film company's payroll. Nick, pay her. My poor wallet. I'd like to point out that we very likely have lost Larry his job because Missile ate his stock, and Phoenix, no indication of actually giving him any money for that. And yet Lotta, Phoenix will pay for the film. Lotta, wait. Catching Gordy. A fishing pole? Are you out of your doggone mind? Yes. Yes, it's a fishing pole. Huh. I never thought of that. Good luck. Thanks. I don't believe it. Bob and the judge have one thing in common. They have no idea what digital photography is. kind of weird, because she gets photos out of it, but... Oh well. Okay, well, I think we've gotten everything we can out of that, too. There's been some good jokes. I've enjoyed some yucks. Oh, wait a second, wait. Ooh. Okay. I didn't think there was going to be anything in the boat rental shop, but I figured I'd give it a check. Alright, give us the metal detector. The one thing that was likely to work and boringly is what we need. That's the same thing as last time, so... Borrow the metal detector. Can we borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. Metal detector borrowed from Detective Gumshoe. Makes a noise when metallic objects are near. A useful detection device. As you can see, it's a metal detector. We use it to look for bullets in the ground. If you can find that monster with it, all the better. I'm not so hopeful. What if I present this to Larry? Nope, he's just a mere sell of hot dogs. Okay. Ooh, apologies to anyone. That is kind of loud and electronic. Nick! It's beeping! The metal detector's found something! Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Ah, Phoenix Wright. Boldly sending the 17-year-old girl into the unknown. As a kid, I was so disappointed when I found out most cryptozoologists who specialize in dinosaurs were young Earth creationists. Ugh. Yeah, that is disappointing. I guess I can see why that would be the case, but oh, it's so unfortunate. Nick! Look! Huh. An air tank? Huh. The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? Second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? L. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags. Well, we may as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. Air tank of dubious value retrieved. An empty air tank. The valve is open, and a banner of flags is wrapped around it. I just want to know more about the Loch Ness Monster. Now I'm in a friggin' church. Ugh. So, those flags look sadly out of place here, flapping listlessly back and forth in a cold wind under a cold sky. I don't know. I think it gives the place a kind of festival atmosphere. It reminds me of the War of the Eyeglasses. The War of the what? Huh? What? You mean you don't know the War of the Eyeglasses? What the heck is it? Our local fair used to do it every summer. Huh. I guess we were the only ones. Ask again. What the heck is it? Alright. I don't know, what am I doing? Present. So Larry, what is this suspicious thing that clearly came from an area you were in? What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Have you seen it before? Is it yours? Ah. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve, and also how you have a nervous twitch? It's just like the string of flags around your steel samurai there. Oh man, the music's kicked in. Larry, you are screwed, my man. Must be a coincidence. There are strings of flag everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyway? To go diving. To inflate something. You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy steel samurai. Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Well, actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And it didn't go so well. As I suspected. Tankway, ask more about the tank. It didn't go so well? Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us. Whatever, it's like what I said. The compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... blam. The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. The flying air tank.
So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next?
Well, all that happened on the 20th or so? The 20th, a week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kianse gave me that steel samurai after all.
And when did you find it?
Just the night before last. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it.
The night before last was the night of the murder.
Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight.
So you didn't know about what happened?
No.
That's too bad.
It's not all bad. We solved one mystery at least.
A mystery?
Maybe we should go tell her. Larry Butts knows that his old school friend, Edgeworth, is on trial for murder, and that he could potentially be a helpful witness to him. Now it's Larry, so he's never going to be a helpful witness, but in some ways he can still be by being so bad he wraps back around. But come to think of it, Lyle looks like a young Earth creationist. Ugh. Well, let's let her down a little bit gently.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, okay. I think I just have to talk to her then. Okay.
Well, Mr. Lloyd, I've got the info y'all need.
Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Nothing yet. We found him. Gordy doesn't exist. Kind of a little bit of both, but Gordy doesn't exist. Lotta? There is no such thing as Gordy. What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gordy don't exist? The proof that Gordy doesn't exist is here. Of course I have proof. No lawyer worth his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist. Larry's air tank? The fact that this has the courtroom music. What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here. A hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? I mean, if you look at that image, yeah, you can see how in the distance is like a silhouette. The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay, you win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. No, not poor Lotta. Screw Lotta. This is what she deserves. So, tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path there. Oh, rental. There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, not a murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. Yeah, if Lotta was any amount of a real cryptozoologist, she would just deny your evidence and make up a new explanation. Well, as we've seen, she's kind of a trend chaser, so she's not in it to win it. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all. Just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Second lake photo added to the court record. Shows an empty lake, taken automatically on 12/24 at 11:50 p.m. Why, that's Christmas Eve. That's not Christmas. So yeah, I've been ahead of myself on that, but we'll get to that next trial. Bye now, y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. The 12th day of the 24th month. You know, think about it. I don't think I've ever seen a fake calendar that went up to like that many months. Be an easy enough change to make. Just double the months at half the day count. Poor Lotta. Oh, wow, that was... Poor Lotta. That was a weird mix of Maya and Lotta voice. It's all Larry's fault. legend still lives on, I guess.
The legend?
Yeah, Legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Someone should whip that butts into shape.
Alright. Now, finally, the boat rental shop. It's getting a little bit late, but I feel like the investigation for the day is wrapping up, so maybe I'll just go a little bit long and try to do that. December 26th, boat rental shop.
Hey, Nick, this is the boat shop that Lana was talking about.
You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all.
Well, let's go check it out anyway.
Can we actually go? Oh, we have to. Ah, we can actually go in. Caretaker shack. December 26th, caretaker shack. Meg, that you?
Eek!
Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. I love this guy. He looks like the edible just kicked in.
Nick, you handle this.
I think I'll leave this one up to you, Meg. Maya. Meg.
Yes?
See, I would always just jump to he's just the doddering old man. But now that you've mentioned it, Tony, I can kind of see it a little bit. Shut up, Meg. I can't. I already have a very limited thing, but I can't do a good Peter voice. Finally made up your mind, have you?
My mind?
You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone.
Pasta?
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me. Polly, the kids are home.
Nick, what was that?
A parrot. The one on that perch.
Parrot,
Yes?
I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny.
Nick, what's the wet noodle?
Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. When he says Keith, he means his old party buddy Keith Richards.
That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, hello, quack.
Yep.
He fell asleep.
I guess he's relieved. Oh, hell yeah. Let's look around his room. Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that.
You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here.
Look, it's a kotatsu.
Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa.
And what, talk about murders?
Aw, you're a party pooper, Nick.
So yeah, this is a kotatsu. The table has a heater underneath and you have a blanket and everyone sits around it. These are some mandarin oranges. It's very Japanese, which they're running around. I noticed they also don't explain these senbei rice crackers they have here too.
Wow, he has a television in here too.
It's not what I clicked on, but okay. This fishing pole looks expensive. Donuts. No, you're right. How'd I forget? Here is a cup of donuts. Here are some giant orange donut holes. And here are some very flat donuts.
Look, a little safe.
Hmm.
It's locked.
Wow, there are lots of fairies fishing Gourd Lake, aren't there?
Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish.
I'm astonished that you would know that. Well, okay. One of these is an anglerfish by the looks of it, which is definitely that. Is this a sea bream? Eh. Oh. I was leaving the best for last.
Oh, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello? It ignored me.
What? You forgot me? You gotta call her name first.
Her name?
Polly, how you been?
Hello.
See?
Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly.
Parrot added to the court record. The erstwhile companion of the boat shop caretaker answers to the name Polly.
Too bad all she can say is hello.
Oh, Polly, you can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words.
The secret words? Polly, what's your name?
Polly.
Hee hee, cute.
Maya's found a new friend. The pasta restaurant. A pasta shop?
Hey up, to think of what noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father's got it, you know, so that makes you two the third generation. Meg,
Yes.
tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing.
Dough tossing?
You too, Keith.
Yes?
It will be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen.
God, the realistic newspaper at the base of the parrot's hand.
Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy?
Meg,
Yes.
you know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you?
Right, of course. Everybody knows that.
Nick,
Huh?
how long do we have to keep up this All in the Family charade?
This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. Ever heard of spaghetti westerns? Yeah. That must be the angle they're making with that joke, but it's still kind of weird. Yeah, it is kind of funny to see that newspaper just down there. But, you know, at least it's a good thing to know he's not just letting his parrot go all over the place. The boat rental shop. This is a boat rental shop, right?
What are you talking about? This is the Palace of Pasta. Wet noodle. Oh, well, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride on one of your boats." Well, that's why I get boats out there. Youngsters these days. None if I understand them.
I'm pretty confused myself.
Nick, this isn't going anywhere.
This old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him.
That memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here.
Everything important?
I wonder.
Polly, what's the number to the safe?
So, I do like the fact that Maya has a little bit of a criminal streak. It's probably not good, for a lawyer's assistant to have. But you know. 1228.
All right.
Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya?
Hee hee. See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking.
And a criminal mind.
Quick, Nick, write that number down.
Hey, get me involved in your little heist schemes. So, I read that as 1228. But actually, it's 1228. I guess we can't use it, okay. Yeah, Scurvy Tommy Chung may be my favorite character in this series.
Now, listen here, Keith. Remember that tri-colored pasta we were talking about? Rimbolioli. I figured out the last color we should use. Indigo blue.
Indigo blue?
That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. Alright. Okay, fine. No? Okay. What about this? Huh. Okay. Maybe I can't get anything from it now. Guy's Buke is supposed to be made of latex. I tried that as the lake photo. Oh, maybe the lake photo? This might just be like we had to learn the number. Alright. Hey, old man, what do you think about this gun? Nope, okay. Can we make anything new with Polly? No? Oh, that might be it for this, actually. Oh, God, where do we need to go next, then? The only things I can think of is we can check in with Gumshoe or Edgeworth. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. The Gumshoe isn't here.
Now that you mention it, didn't he say he had a meeting to go to?
Oh, that's right. Let's come back later. Okay. Attention center. Ah, must be something I didn't do then. Okay, back to it then. Public beach. Alright. You wanna play hard to get, old man? Attorney's badge, maybe? Oh my god, the one time it should have been the attorney's badge. I'm a dumbass.
Had a lawyer's badge?
Yeah. Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge.
I get it.
Huh?
Yep. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith.
Nick, now's our chance to clear things up.
Sir. No, I'm not Keith.
And I'm not Meg either.
We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night.
Please help us.
A lawyer, huh?
Please, mister.
All right, I'll help. But on one condition.
What's that?
When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle.
Hell yeah. We'll run the noodle. Okay, we promise.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles?
I guess so.
That's my boy. Good for you, Keith.
Wait, didn't I just say?
You too, Meg.
Yes?
You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly.
Hello.
Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Do I do it now? Zzz, he fell asleep. Zzz. Okay. Can we use someone to save now? Polly? Do I present Polly to him now?
Polly here's my only friend in the world. Isn't that right, Polly?
Hello.
Yup.
Man, really? Can we introduce Polly to Missile? Oh, okay. Unfortunately, I don't think we can. Because we only got to this after we used the metal detector. And Gumshoe is gone now. But it might be worth seeing if we can trade it out later. I think we might be stuck with the metal detector, though.
Yup. I seen this.
You know something about this, sir?
Keith,
Yes?
it's okay. You can call me Dad.
Dad, you know something about this?
Yup. The other night, out on the lake.
Yes.
Well, I know all about that. I seen it.
What? Tell us what you saw.
Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all.
Man, that was a lot of work. What you saw.
I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night of you.
It was after midnight, but okay.
Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang. A little while later, this boat comes back. The young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yup.
What did he say?
Yup. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time. Promise.
You need to know earlier than that.
You know what? Little Terry was just here.
Terry?
Yup, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing his tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out his face.
You must be talking about Detective Gumshoe.
He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow.
Really?
Also, it occurs to me that this is going to destroy me when I have to do this and Von Kermer back to back. Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving.
I think you're right. Oh, wait. I had one more question.
Huh?
Polly. Have we forgotten something?
Oh, BRB. Oh, sorry about that. Problem with going a little bit late sometimes. All right. Don't forget the L6.
Huh? What did she just say, Nick?
One more time, Polly. Don't forget the L6. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister. I mean, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy?
Why would that bird Polly know about DL6?
We have to figure out who that old man is.
Oh,
What?
he locked the door from the other side.
Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Also, Maya was feeling bad about herself earlier. She was the one who thought to ask about that. It was a good call on her part. She took a shot in the dark and it paid off. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey, pal. Long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? The boat caretaker. You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh, yeah? The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you? That was supposed to be top secret.
Do you know who that old man is, Detective?
Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hurt yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea.
Sounds suspicious. And also illegal. Where's his identification?
Detective Gumshoe, please help us.
Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident.
That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case.
To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up.
I guess we just present the bird.
What's that, a parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot.
The parrot knew about that incident.
That incident?
DL6.
What? Polly, have we forgotten something?
Quack. Don't forget DL6.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word.
Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident?
Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6?
Nick, you think he might be? I getcha. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. All right, Way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room.
I guess it's time we face Edgeworth's past. Okay. I underestimated how much was left. I think this DL6... Oh, maybe it's not as long as I'm thinking, though. I don't know. We'll see. If I have to go talk to Edgeworth, though, that's definitely gonna have to wait till next time. December 26th, Police Department, Records Room.
Wow. It's amazingly dusty.
10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess.
Let's find that DL6 stuff quick.
15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6?
Nick, I found out where the file is.
Oh, thanks.
Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file.
This cabinet is where they keep evidence for current cases. Some of the things are obviously murder weapons. Others are who knows what. Most of it just looks like random junk.
Nick, what do you think this clothespin is for?
Don't touch that. It's evidence. Looks like there are files inside that glass case. The case is so dusty I can't see what's inside.
Nick, it's locked.
They must keep important case files in there. There are shelves stuffed with case files in the back of the room, too. Forgotten cases, rotting away for eternity.
Nick, let's get what we need and get out of here. All this dust is getting to me.
Here are files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here.
Wow, these are all case reports?
Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases.
I guess my sister's case report is in here too. Quietly gathering dust.
Okay. Talk. The case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary.
Right. Summary, found it. Here you go.
December 28th, 2001. December 28th, 12/28.
That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow.
So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse.
What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now?
Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2:00 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed, and all of the lights went out.
Wow, that was some earthquake.
Oh, look, it's baby Edgeworth. Papa Edgeworth and some random dude. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours?
That would be scary like that in the dark.
There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious.
The survivors?
One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart.
That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it?
He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Victim data. Do you have data on the victim? Edgeworth's father? Big Edgeworth, Little Edgeworth, and Don Knotts? Kind of. Like, I think we can already kind of guess who it is, considering. I'm not gonna say a problem. but one of the things with these things where like conservation of storytelling, it's only really is satisfying if it's a character you've met or can know.
Yeah, hold on. Victim, victim. Here, found it.
Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles.
Miles.
Miles Edgeworth, of course.
So he was in the elevator with his father.
I should note you can do these in any order, so there's going to be some redundancies across them. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh. Sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Suspect data. Got any data on the suspect in there?
That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it.
The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently.
So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it.
But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond.
Hammond, the victim in our case.
Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared.
Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder?
And, insert jokes about picnic baskets here. He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth.
Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out.
You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file added to the court record. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now, all that's left is a trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. To be continued. Okay. That went a little bit longer than I thought it would, but that's okay. We did get through 2 parts, which is good. Made up a little bit of time. And also, fortunately, that was easier than the trial on my throat. Mostly because the investigation parts are a lot of Phoenix talking about things. So, but I'm going to call it there. And next time, we'll actually get to the thing I've been hyping out. We will finally talk about how it is not Christmas. But for now, I'm going to go to bed. Good night, everyone. Sleep well when you do.